What's good, y'all? It's your boy Ross back at it again with another video. So we're gonna check out the car that terrorized an entire continent, explained, episode number 38 from 337 Speed. We checked out one of his videos a while back, so I thought this would be pretty interesting to check out because I guess you can say, interested in seeing what vehicle is he particularly talking about that terrorized an entire continent. Definitely want to see what's going on with that. He makes some dope, like, I guess you can say documentary style-ish type videos in relations to cars and stuff like that. So if you haven't subscribed to 337 Speed, definitely go subscribe to him. He has some dope car related videos that I think, a lot of people will find, interesting, especially learning the history of, some of these cars and, and their relation into the car community and stuff like that. So definitely go check him out. I'm going to link down the video down below in the description, but we're going to get right into this one. I want to see what car he specifically talking about.
Over 100 pursuits over a 2-year period, and not a single car was caught.
Wait, how long did he say? 2-year period, 100 pursuits, no car was caught. Okay, that's pretty impressive.
This was the reality of a single police agency who was plagued by skilled drivers using Subaru's unassuming but razor-sharp tool known as the World Rally Experimental, or WRX.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
It was a car that forged its reputation in the crucible of World Rallycross. Its turbocharged boxer 4-cylinder combined with all-wheel drive and a lightweight architecture ascended to ethereal status, but it would soon become the most infamous getaway car on the roads of the United Kingdom, Australia, and New Zealand.
Damn.
Thanks to criminals committing jewelry heists and ram raids using these souped-up Imprezas to outrun police on the narrow city streets.
Ain't no way boys is driving the vehicles in a mall. I mean, I guess if it's small enough, but that's crazy. In a mall or a store, they just driving in, maneuvering with ease. That's fucking crazy.
It got to the point where they were so prevalent in the commission of crimes, police and public safety community groups wanted them to be speed limited, detuned of horsepower and torque,
wow.
and in some cases outright banned in city centers, but not for police. What would ensue was a struggle between law and order and opportunistic thieves looking for a quick tax-free payday, and the determining factor between life and death while in pursuit was your skill behind the wheel of a Rexy. This is the story of a perfect storm, a car that was easy to steal, insanely agile, inconspicuous, and without proper training and practice, a rolling coffin. Welcome to Explained.
The perfect getaway car. Wow. I never would have thought. Never would have thought he was talking about WRX.
This all started with a humble little car, the Impreza.
New driver's basic. Impreza. Subaru.
It was introduced in 1992 as a classy little compact sedan for the commuting corporate slave, with optional all-wheel drive to get you through the depressing winter months, and a buttery smooth, naturally aspirated EJ series boxer 4-cylinder to transport you from your couch to your cubicle. But if you were willing to spend a little bit more money and could drive a manual transmission, its enthusiast trim that shared the same surname but added 3 letters, WRX, was the ideal choice for someone wanting a little more excitement. Its engine, the EJ20G, was a homologated competition engine. The aluminum block was a closed deck design, giving the cylinder bore stability at higher cylinder pressure. It had 4 camshafts instead of 2, used oil squirters to cool the backside of the pistons. The compression was lowered to 8.5 to 1 to curtail detonation from 0.8 bar of boost pressure thanks to the single turbocharger, and was made to consume regular pump fuel and pass emissions tests while still providing exceptional performance.
Not bad. Oh, shit. Damn.
Combined.
Hey, that's impressive, bro. That's very impressive, bro. Topping off at those type of speeds with that type of ease, that's impressive. That's impressive. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like that.
With a permanent four-wheel drive system that utilized viscous coupling limited slip differentials for both the center and rear differential, the WRX could put down impressive stats for only 240 horsepower.
Yeah.
The real test of the Impreza would be in the World Rally Championship.
And we are racing as McRae lets it rip.
And he's the man. He's the man that I've picked to win this rally. He's going to be the early pace setter.
The Impreza was the successor to the aging Leon, while also being dimensionally smaller and lighter than the Legacy, which made it very promising as a rally car. British motorsport engineering firm ProDrive and Subaru Technica International would transform the Impreza to abide by FIA Group A regulations, which impose a 1.7 times multiplier on engine displacement, making the 2-liter Boxer engine compete in the 3500cc class. The end result was a car that was only 30 kilograms above minimum weight, used active differentials where the driver could—
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Rally drivers, I mean, any driver in any type of, vehicle that you professionally train in is always impressive. But for me, rally drivers is definitely impressive driving in these dirt alley, dirt, country ways, in the country land or whatever, like with the hills and dips and the turns. Like, that shit is really impressive. Very impressive how they are they're pushing it. They're not holding off. They're pushing it on these turns. They're pushing it on these jumps, and they're hitting that shit at max speed. So I always found rally car competitions and rally car drivers it's very impressive, bro. Like, I don't know, man. Just anytime you willing to just gun it off a hill and say fuck it, and then just land where you land and you keep on going with your momentum, I gotta give respect. I give respect to all drivers in any sport, but definitely rally car drivers, because that shit is not easy to do. And the fact that they be doing it in such amazing speed with all the turns and stuff, anything can go wrong, and it's very impressive.
Control the torque split between the front and rear axles.
All right, look at that.
And most iconic of all, it wore the State Express 555 cigarette brand livery in blue and yellow.
He's coming up to the timing marker, doing it very nicely with a 118, 119, 120. I tell you what, good time, I think, for this one. Nicely through that corner.
Down to the finish now, 127.2.
In its debut at the high-speed and difficult-to-master Finnish 1000 Lakes Rally, it would podium second place, piloted by Ari Vatanen.
The Subaru Impreza has run faultlessly for the whole event, but was Ari Vatanen happy with second place?
And in 1995, it would finally do it. A manufacturer's title win for Subaru, with Colin McRae winning the driver's title in the Impreza 555.
Everyone wants to know what the secret of success is. Is it the car, or, dare I say it, the driver? What do you think, the driver?
It's a driver, of course.
1996 and 1997 both saw Subaru winning the
Look at that, bro.
title, really solidified.
Bro, they're gunning it through puddles of water, like deep puddles of water, just gunning that shit. And the people just standing next to it. This is crazy.
Find Subaru in the hearts and minds of enthusiasts around the world, and the street versions sold like hotcakes. There was one little problem though. They were kinda easy to steal.
Oh no.
See, Japan amongst the developed world had an extremely low crime rate, and this made anti-theft systems for Japanese-built WRXs kind of an afterthought.
Yeah.
Door locks and a keyed ignition cylinder was standard, but without an immobilizer that would disable the ECU from firing the injectors when the proper key wasn't detected by the transponder, it was an easy target for thieves. When the WRX was exported to Australia, they quickly became the preferred tool for ram raiders. Ram raids were just like they sound, Criminals would use cars to ram through jewelry stores and storefronts, grab as much merchandise as possible, and then leave with sometimes 200,000 Australian dollars worth of merchandise to then sell on the black market. The ramming part was easy. The getaway part was the real challenge. So gangs would use high-performance cars like the Holden Special Vehicles Club Sport V8. It was easy to steal, had 4 doors and a lot of trunk space to carry stolen goods, and a 5-liter V8 that could outrun police on the motorway. In Sydney's Central Business District alone, there were over 200 ram raids between 1994 and 1997, and a new trend began to rise: Subaru Rexys. The Rexys retained the desirable 4-door characteristic, but with all-wheel drive and a nimble chassis, it was more agile in the narrow city streets, and especially in the wet. This ram raiding explosion was met with knee-jerk reactions from insurance companies and police departments. In New South Wales, the insurance companies like GIO, QBE, and CGU would not insure any Subaru WRX under any condition. And the ones that did, like RACV, AAMI, and FAI, would often quote astronomical insurance premiums, making enthusiasts hold the financial burden for criminal.
Oh, am I looking at that right? Must be parked securely day and night. Rating over I guess you got to be over 25. Monthly, is that 1,300? Over 30. Clean license 1,800. Over 25 1,100. That's just insurance. Insurance. I'm sorry. Hell nah. There ain't no way in hell I'm paying almost 1,500 for insurance. Hell nah. That's double what I'm paying for 2 cars. And that's back then. Oh, hell nah.
Criminal activity. The New South Wales police had a trick up their sleeve though. They would purchase 3 Subaru WRXs to be used as highway patrol units and intercept ram raiders before they can vanish into the night on the motorway. In the UK, it was an identical story. Impreza Turbo 2000 models, which were the UK's version of the venerable WRX, and its competition, the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution, imported by rally art dealers, were wreaking havoc on local police forces. Both these cars would become the main characters in one of the most dangerous police pursuits ever recorded. On March 25, 2000, in Basingstoke, England, around an hour's trip from London, 6 individuals break into a cash and carry and clean them out within 7 minutes.
Damn!
They stuffed the loot into 2 stolen cars waiting outside, a Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 6 and a Subaru Impreza Turbo, and then they were off with the loot.
I like how he has the 3D animation for the visuals.
Unbeknownst to them, the warehouse alarm would alert local police, and quickly a chase would ensue, involving 4 police forces, 3 helicopters, and over 200 kilometers of distance traveled. The highway patrol cars were outgunned. Even at 240 kilometers an hour, the Evo 6 and Impreza both were staying ahead. But in the skies, the Chiltern police helicopter is right on their tail. The Lancer Evolution, thinking they lost their tail, would stop at a petrol station to fill up. Hearing no sirens in the distance, they thought they were in the clear, but all the while the Chiltern police helicopter is watching their every move. A patrol car would soon re-engage the chase with the Evo, forcing them to leave their accomplice at the petrol station to be apprehended. The Lancer Evolution would eventually fall victim to spike strips laid out ahead of the chase, destroying the driver's side rear tire, and eventually the thieves would bail after 2 hours of pursuit, 240 kilometers of road covered from...
These niggas... 2 hours, bro? You running from the cops for 2 hours at high speeds is insanity, bruh. That is insane. That's crazy. most of the videos that we see on YouTube of these chases, they 5-10 minutes tops. It's already over. The cop gives up. You telling me these niggas is out here trying to evade the cops for 2 hours? That's crazy.
From Basingstoke to West Midlands and would receive 11 years in jail combined.
Woo!
The Subaru Impreza Turbo, however, it got away.
Wow.
Only to be used in an armed robbery the following day.
What?
Subaru as a company was in a mad dash to save face. As a WRX they designed to be a street legal rally car, it was now the poster child of criminal activity around Australia, New Zealand, and the UK, and even parts of the United States. The NRMA and Subaru would work together to make the Impreza harder to steal, fitting them with keypad immobilizers from the dealer, which required a code to be punched in before the car would start. And in 2003, new cars would have data dots, or miniature dots on the bodywork that contained the vehicle identification number. While this slowed down some of the Ram rating craze, it didn't stop it entirely. Each subsequent generation of WRX, from the Bug Eye to the Blob Eye to the Hawkeye, became more powerful, faster, higher top speeds, and still were an ideal choice as a getaway car. See, before the Baby Driver movie would put the WRX in the spotlight among—
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I love this movie too. I love this movie. Baby Driver, this was such a fun movie, man. Love it. Love the car scenes in this movie as well.
Popular culture, and trust me, literally every Subaru owner has seen that chase scene. The WRX was more sinister and played a major role in the underground workings of the black market. It was the perfect transporter of stolen goods from storefronts to the hands of criminal enterprises, and maybe if Subaru never made the WRX as good as it was, it would have just been another Econobox to get you from point A to point B. But we all know the story never ended that way.
Hey, this was a very informative video. I didn't know WRXs were like that, bro. You know, I've seen my fair share of rally cars and stuff like that. I've even seen some WRXs, you know, just around and see, but I didn't know they were that versatile, that fast as well. And apparently they were the thieves' choice of vehicle, getaway vehicle. I did not know that. This is why I like checking out 337 Speed. Definitely go subscribe to him. I'm gonna link down the original video down below. He is very informative. Well, gives you information on things, you know, car related videos and car related information that you probably wouldn't have known, because I definitely didn't know this. This was cool, and I love his presentation, like I said, with the 3D animation and how everything's set up. It gives that documentary style to his vids, and I can definitely appreciate that. So definitely go subscribe to 337 Speed if you haven't already. But comment down below, let me know some other car related videos y'all want me to check out. I definitely will. Appreciate all the love, support. Road to 20K. I always be thinking 150. Road to 20K. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.